Well, hello everybody. Swamp Fox coming at you. I'm actually going live on both channels tonight. In order to, since I didn't tell everybody that I was going to go live on my other channel, I'm going live on this one too for tonight's cook. And then starting next week, I'll be try to adjust these cameras, y'all. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Bear with me. I'll be right here with you. See if anybody's in the house. Who we got in here? All right, y'all need to be hitting that thumbs up. I see I got a few people in here. Who we got in here? Now I'm on both streams, you guys and gals. I'm on my new channel also, or my other channel. So anyway, this is going to be a quick cook tonight, only because it doesn't take long to do these things. So I'm going to make two things. So for this cook, for the quiche, you're going to need eggs. You're going to need 3 eggs. You're going to need 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped parsley. 1 teaspoon of yellow mustard. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I like fresh lemon juice myself. A half of teaspoon of nutmeg. A tablespoon of fine salt. You can go a little bit more if you want. I don't like to tell people too much. A half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of garlic powder, depending on your liking. And the same with the onion powder. I usually do about a teaspoon, but some people might be a little bit too much for. So a half of a teaspoon to a teaspoon of onion powder. Okay. All right. Let me get this stuff out. Your 3 eggs. Go ahead and put them in here. You're also going to use 1/3 cup of cheddar cheese, shredded. 1/2 cup of Swiss cheese, grated. A small yellow onion, diced, and about 3 green onions, chopped. This here is about 8 ounces of Canadian bacon. Okay. All right. All right. So get my nutmeg. I'll put your half teaspoon to a teaspoon of nutmeg in there. Okay. Salt. You're also going to use chopped pineapples, about 3/4 cups. But what you want to do is after you drain them real good, you also want to dry them. Run them through some napkins. You know, don't macerate them. Run them through some napkins and get them pretty dry. All right, you need that as well. Half and half. 1 cup of half and half. Okay. Y'all bear with me. I'm looking for my dang other measuring cup that I just had. It's been one of those days, y'all. All right. I'm going to put 1 cup of half and half. I'll mix that up really good. You need to have your oven preheated to about 375. All right, after you get that mixed up really good, you want to go ahead and add your Canadian bacon, your onions, and your green onions. And mix that up really good. Now, normally I make my own pie crust, y'all, but tonight I bought a store-bought one. I will show y'all how to make awesome pie crust, but it takes so long, I won't be doing it tonight. So I did buy a store-bought pie crust, and that's okay. Oh, put my cheddar cheese in here. Now the pineapple. Now again, the lemon juice in this is optional. You only want to put a little. If you put it in this. All right. You want to take your pie crust, okay, and just dump in your batter. This is so good, y'all. Make sure you even that out so everything's evenly distributed through the pie. Or the quiche. Now you want to take your shredded Swiss cheese, and you want to put it over the top. If I ain't catching people coming in and out of chat, I'm sorry. Moderators, please, if you'll post, y'all can copy and post this link to my new channel. I would really appreciate it in chat so people can click on my new channel and follow me there, because I'm not going to be doing the cooking shows on Swamp Fox News anymore after tonight. But I didn't want to just not do it, and some people may not have knew yet. So I knew y'all, my regular viewers, knew I was going to be here tonight, and I didn't want to disappoint. So I did say I wasn't going to be on Swamp Fox News tonight. I was going to be on Swamp Fox Cooks and Reviews. But like I said, after thinking about it, I was like, well, that ain't fair. And y'all might have wanted to come, some of you guys and gals that didn't know from last night. Just kind of pat that down a little bit. Nice and even. You want to have your rack in the middle. Again, 375. Okay. And then you want to set your timer for 45 minutes to an hour. So just keep an eye on it, because some people's ovens are different. I tell y'all this every time. Some people's ovens are different. So what I normally do is I'm telling you it's 375 for 45 minutes to an hour. I come start looking at it at 40 minutes. All right, after it cooks, this is what you're going to end up getting. Beautiful quiche. Look at that. See all that ham and all in there? Yeah, that's really good. All that cheese. That's what it's going to end up looking like. Okay, and that's the quiche. Okay. Now, the next thing I'm going to make is world famous homemade chicken salad for chicken salad sandwich and things of that nature. Give me a minute to grab a couple things and I will set up with that. All right. Now, for this, you're going to need red seedless grapes, celery, green onions again, chopped green onions, 4 pounds of chicken, okay? And you want to cook it in like a little bit of light salted water and some butter. You want to cook it, and then you want to chop it up into little bite-sized chops, and then you want to put it in the refrigerator and let it chill. You want to use 1.5 cups of red seedless grapes, 3 green onions chopped, a half a cup of sour cream. Okay, I'm bringing that out next. Okay. So you want to use a half a cup of sour cream. Okay. All right. Show y'all what's going on over here. You got your chicken, you got your grapes, and your 2 types of onions. I mean your celery and your green onions. Okay. All right. Half a cup of sour cream, 1 cup of mayonnaise. Rinse this bowl out. For For this also, you're going to be using 2 tablespoons of fresh chopped parsley. A tablespoon of lemon juice for this as well. A half of a teaspoon to a teaspoon of dry dill weed, depending on how you like dry dill weed. That's all these ingredients right over here. Okay. A half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt, about a half teaspoon of black pepper. Okay. And when you cooking your chicken, I would cut all that cartilage and all that crap out of it. I don't like it. I don't like that stuff at all. So basically, you're gonna dump it all in there. Take my mayonnaise. Take my mayonnaise. Put it in the cup in the bowl. Put some sour cream in there. I messed up my spreader, y'all. I stuck it in a hot pan like a dummy. All right, you want to put your lemon juice in there. Your fresh parsley you can dump in with the other stuff. You want to put your mustard. And then you want to dump all your dry seasonings that I told you about, that I called out. Dump all them in this bowl first. And then mix it up. Get all them spices. See how it starts to look? See all the little specks of spice and all through there? That's what you want. You want to mix it up real good. Yeah, I got to get me a new spreader. I hit the end of it with I stuck it in the hot pan like a big dummy for some reason and messed up the end. It don't spread as good. Anyway, and then you just dump it all in here. Now, again, when you're using salt, because you salted the water, you don't want to put too much. So after you mix this up, you taste it. If you want to add a little bit more salt, you can. I like salt a lot, so I hate to tell people how much salt I use, and then y'all overdo it. But you'll love these chicken salad sandwiches, buddy. Mix it up real good. And that's what that's going to look like. Of course, all my stuff was chilling in the refrigerator for a while, so it's good and chilled, but you can eat it right away, or you can stick it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes and chill it off a little bit more. Believe it or not, they didn't have no dang up tomato when I went to the store today. So I didn't get no tomatoes, but a little bit of tomato, iceberg lettuce, or whatever kind of lettuce you like. Just about any kind of lettuce goes good with this. I'm an iceberg man myself. I love iceberg lettuce. So there you go. Pile it high. And there you go. Sandwich fit for a king, y'all. So I'm going to give you the rundown one more time. For the chicken salad sandwich, you need 2 large boneless breasts. You want to, of course, cook it in light salted water and then cut it up, chill it in the refrigerator. You're going to need about 4 cups. 1 cup of chopped celery. Now, I use half a cup because I don't really care for celery, but I do put it in there. I mean, it's okay. I just don't love it. 1.5 cups of halved red seedless grapes. 3 greens, onions chopped, 1 cup of mayonnaise, a half cup of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of prepared yellow mustard, 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley, half teaspoon to a teaspoon of dried dill. I put the whole teaspoon because I like dried dill or dill, the dill flavor. A half teaspoon of onion powder, a half teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a half teaspoon of the fresh black pepper. All right. The ingredients for the quiche was 1 cup of half and half, 3 eggs, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon to a half teaspoon of nutmeg, depending on your flavor, a half cup of diced Canadian bacon to a cup. I put a cup in. 3/4 cup of diced pineapples, thoroughly drained and dried, 1 small onion grated, 2 green onions chopped, and 4 ounces of Swiss grated cheese, and about 1/3 of a cup of cheddar cheese. And that's what you need to make these cooks. And again, this is what your quiche look like. It's an absolutely fabulous meal. It's so good. And it comes with all that meat and cheese all through there. It's beautiful. You want to start looking at it. You want to cook it at 375 for 45 minutes to an hour, maybe even longer, depending on your stove. You just keep checking it. Once you see that it's firming up, okay, that it ain't all wiggly, and you see ain't no juice running down in there, it's cooked through. Because you got eggs and I can't even think straight. You got eggs and stuff in there. It's got to cook all the way through. And you got your half and half and everything. So everything's just got to combine together. So just check it. And then as it's browning, you don't want it to burn. Keep an eye on that. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's cook. Let me put my glasses on and see who's in here. I'll spend a few minutes with you guys and gals. All right, let's see. Oh, Dirty Ninja, how you doing? Lady D, thank you for posting that. I sure appreciate it. It's awesome. I appreciate you doing that. And I see some people over here in this chat. Let's see. Sarah, I appreciate everybody showing up. I'm running both channels tonight. I thank y'all for coming in. I really do. I sure appreciate it. I hope y'all try some of these recipes and tell me what you think. If you don't like them, tell me why. And what should I add to make them better for you, or what should I subtract? These are recipes that I love. Now, some recipes I use, they are mine. They're my own. And some recipes I use from some of my favorite chefs from around the world. So at any given time, I could be using one of theirs or mine. So tonight, this quiche recipe is not one of mine, but the chicken salad sandwich is. So I hope that y'all like it. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let everybody say their goodbyes. I hope that y'all had a great night. I hope that God blesses each and every one of you. If you have any strife in your life with anybody, please squash it. Reach out to them. Try to end it. Try to be their friend, or if they're your family, definitely reach out to them. Life ends quick. You see, we got this people getting sick and dying, elderly people. So if you got any elderly people in your life, definitely reach out to them, make sure that they're safe and taken care of, and just keep praying for everybody. And I will see y'all here Monday night at 9 p.m. Well, actually, I will see you on my other channel for Swamp Fox News. I'll be there 9 p.m. On Swamp Fox Cooks. I'll see you next week, 9 p.m. with another good cook. Now, if y'all want, in the comments after this video post, why don't y'all go through and leave me suggestions on what I should cook next Saturday. And by Wednesday, I'm going to be looking at any suggestions. Maybe no one will suggest, maybe someone will. But if y'all have something y'all like me to cook, post it, tell me what it is. And if you have a recipe for it, put up the recipe. If you don't, I'll find one. Or maybe I already know one, and I'll be glad to cook it. Anyway, I'm humbled by y'all's friendship and the fact that y'all come and join me on these nights and spend time with me. I thank y'all for that. Anybody that needs to call me, please feel free to call 843-554-4336. I hope y'all have a great night. God bless you.